Red Barrels recently dropped the Project Relapse trailer for the Outlast trials, and it's amazing. There are so many new things introduced in this trailer that I want to talk about, so let's get talking. Now, the main highlight here is, of course, no rebirth, so we can no longer rebirth, and of course, the lore reason for this is that due to Amelia's escape, Dr. Easterman wants to trap us inside, basically, and not allow us to leave. And instead, it's being replaced with a brand new, I guess you could call it a rebirth. Technically is, but it's called a relapse. Now, this relapse resets you back to level 1. It lets you keep a certain perk, like you can, if you had stun, you can keep your stun, you don't have to buy it, for example. I believe it works like that. I heard that from someone else. Of course, I won't really know for sure until the update comes out, but they are also increasing the max level to 99, which I believe you have to be at level 99 for you to be able to do the relapse. So if you read this Reddit post right here, Easterman has instead begun the relapse initiative, a new mechanic available to players who reach the maximum therapy level, which is increasing from 75 to 99 in season 3. And it says we get permanent upgrades and other rewards for doing so. I'm not sure what other rewards means. Permanent upgrades basically just means you can keep something from your previous character. It's not anything new according to some sources. But yeah, so these other rewards, I'd assume this means like maybe a plaque, maybe you get some stamps. I'm very interested to see what the relapse initiative actually contains, whether it's just going up to someone and injecting this thing into yourself. I would assume it's something like that. I mean, I don't know why else they would show it. I'd assume that you basically inject this into you. Maybe you go through some process and some custom trial, and then you can be reset back to level 1 and work your way all the way back up to level 99, that's insane. It takes so long to level up in those higher levels, so it's gonna be one hell of a grind for people like me, other Outlast trials, people who really like the game. Now there's also a new enemy, the Jaeger. I know, the J silent. It's a lethal enforcer designed by Dr. Eastman to punish regions for the disobedience. I can't really tell who it is. I heard someone say it's Henrietta, but I am looking forward to see what exactly is so special about this enemy. We have some what looks like night vision goggles. We have some other stuff around her like spikes, and they do have a head of hair. So now one of the other main highlights of this is, of course, the brand new custom mode. So if we look at this trial maker list right here, we can see that we have 6 variators available. We have a code to join the trial itself. Now throughout the variators, we have multiple choices. We have special events, secondary objectives. If we continue down, you can see we have reagent modifiers, damage sources, and it looks very promising. I'm excited to see if they let us clash certain variators that would otherwise be sort of like contradictory to themselves. And of course, through the trailer, we could see that Amelia has been captured and unfortunately has faced not necessarily a demise, but I guess a fate much worse than death. As you can see right here, she's strung up to a bunch of chains on the wall with a flag that says "No More Rebirth." Of course, emphasizing Easterman's insanity. And yeah, you can see that she's hooked up to some sort of gas. I would assume that it's like psychosis gas based on the green tint of the thing, and also all the greenness of the wires. You can maybe argue that there's a little bit of a green tint in here, but you know, I'm not really sure. But yeah, so I believe they would have her strung out in psychosis just to drive her crazy. But yeah, she is stuck up on the wall, and it's insane. So I'm genuinely curious what would come to this. I mean, maybe she'll break down. It's only speculation, really. This is all we have from a trailer. And more on the Jaeger is it's guided remotely. It will stop at nothing until her assigned target is eliminated. And there's also a new story trial in the new suburbs trial environment, and 2 new MK challenges. I thought that this was going to be a coil trial for a while, but it is unfortunately going to be Franco, whether you like him or not. I think that another coil trial would do wonders. And this new trial called Liquidate the Assets. But yeah, we have Liquidate the Assets and then 2 other MK challenges in that new trial. But this season has been there's far more hype for this season, at least for me, than season 2 or even season 1. This is the most jam-packed in content. We got the most lore, the best lore, and the most interesting plot development that we've seen in Outlast Trials for pretty much ever. This is like beyond indie game, small developer team. If I didn't know what game this was, you could tell me it was a AAA game and I'd believe you completely. There would be no reason not to believe you. And it is coming out October 22nd. So we have until Tuesday next week. Yeah, this is looking very, very promising, especially with these custom trials and the new relapse process, and of course upgraded reagent levels, which will take a lot of grinding because that's another 24 levels, moving up from 75 to 99. Now, whether you can unlock anything with that, I doubt it, but I'm pretty sure it's just for the actual relapse initiative, which I will of course be covering on the channel, so make sure to subscribe to see that. Make sure to subscribe to see me covering the custom trials, any new content that we see, the new trials that's coming out, liquidate the assets and the relating MK challenges, and really anything else. If you want to see that, make sure to subscribe. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I believe we can make it, guys. We have been facing quite a bit of growth recently, and I'm very, very thankful for that. So thank you all for listening to me yap about this. I know it might have not been very insightful, but I just think this is so cool. Like, I literally got chills watching this trailer. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.